So, brother, statistically, 1 in 27,000 people write books. Which means if you are planning on writing a book right now, you are planning on becoming one on 27,000 people. Of course, I'm just talking about the people who got published, but you get my point, right? Even if you don't, you are pretty close to that number. And that is something that is really cool. So, I've been working on my first novel right now, and I found one thing to be kind of problematic. It's like, I sometimes become complacent because I think nobody else is putting in the work I am putting in, and that kind of gets to my head. And my writing is shit, and I would really like to humble myself in front of you, but this ostracization problem, where it's like I'm putting in the hours and nobody else is doing it, that kind of slows us down on our progress. It's like not having a gym, bro. It's like whenever he goes to the gym, he gets to make those gains, and whenever you don't go to the gym and he does, you get extra aggravated and you want to work on your goals more aggressively. And that is the whole idea behind this series. I'm gonna make progress logs and I'm gonna act like your gym bro. And we're gonna like write stuff together if you're a writer, or just if you're working on any big project at all, say an art project, say something like your first business or something like that, then let's build it together. I'm probably gonna have this shit rejected by a lot of people, but I'm just gonna write anyway, because the idea has been there for a very long time. Okay, all of that's fine and dandy, bro. But, well, what are we actually gonna do in this series? Not much, actually. Right now, I'm just gonna read you an excerpt from my previous iteration of this book's writing. This is like my first novel, mind you. This is absolutely shit, and I think you will know that once you read it. Okay, I even wrote in chapters, God. As young sapiens, no, the brightest light show. Chapter 1, you may. As the young sapiens lay on top of one of the peaks of the mighty hills that they resided close to, they enjoyed the. Yeah, I kill that ant. They enjoyed the light show the world had put out for them to enjoy. Their fires were lit, tents were set up, yet they wished for as much time as they could get to spend lying on the cold and thin sheet of ice that covered the frozen river that they lay on top of. If it meant that they could see it for more time. One among them, with a scar spoiling his otherwise glamorous face, said, "If only we could find what made these lights." All but one nodded in unison, for the one who did not nod, she stood at a distance where she could not hear them. She waved to them, signaling that dinner was ready. They quickly unstuck themselves from the grasp of the cold ice and swiftly walked towards the sitting logs where the food was hoisted. The snow could only slow them down that much. They warmed themselves as they sat facing the fire and opened their canned food bowls as they poured water from the river that they had put to be warmed earlier. They they canned what they had uncanned, and put the matter aside and waited for it to warm itself up. And now helped themselves to the perfectly cooked bull ram steak. After this, they quickly slurped the now warm noodle soup. All of them, after each of them finished, would wait in silence for the others to complete their meal. And after all ate, they all held their hands, a hand overlapping the other, and with eyes closed, they collectively and sincerely spoke the words, "Thank thee for thy meal." Yeah, I know the writing quality is kind of bad. That was just like first chapter of that, and here is like the progress I've been working on recently. I've nearly completed chapter 2, and that's where we're standing with the book I'm writing right now. So that is progress report number 1. And if you are in the starting stage of your work, try to beat me as we try to race to finish 18 chapters. As I try to race to 18 chapters, you try to beat me as well. So this way, we'll grow a community, have competition, and a lot of things we can accomplish together. This video is not a motion graphics video and all that kind of bullshit. But if you like this kind of content, my channel is filled with it. No, why did I say content? If you like these kinds of videos and posts, my channel is filled with these things. So if you want to take a crack at it, go ahead. And as I said earlier, it's essentially the gym bro ideology. Okay, all of that's fine and dandy, brother. But what else are you going to be making on this channel now? Well, my upload schedule has been recently fricked up because I gave my morning time to writing this. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to try to make higher quality uploads with better storytelling, less dopaminergic-ness to them. It's going to be like olden day story time stuff, if I may say so myself. I'm trying to work on that kind of stuff. Quality won't go up that much. We'll see how it goes on. So, I'm gonna be making book reviews. I'm gonna be making this kind of stuff. And you'll occasionally find my 101 videos because I actually like making them and people actually like seeing them. So, it's like an intersection. It happens very rarely, but I like doing those kinds of things. And yep, that's it. Let's work on our big projects together. Handshake, brother. That's what we're gonna be doing. Or if you're a girl and you watched this far into the video, change brother with sugar in every part of this thing I said earlier, because I wouldn't really like to get friend zoned. And yep, that's it. Bye.